Now to other news tonight, chemical weapons in Syria, the threat of nuclear weapons in North Korea. President Trump spent the day facing multiple challenges on the world stage.
He hosted the head of NATO, an organization he once called obsolete. TV 1055's Tony Aiello reports.
President Trump spent the afternoon with the Secretary General of NATO, the European Defense Alliance that was a favorite target of candidate Trump.
I said it was obsolete, and it was obsolete.
I said it was obsolete. It's no longer obsolete.
The president says NATO is on board with his still evolving plan to take out ISIS and supportive of his airstrike on Syria.
Those responsible must be held accountable.
The Syrian regime survives with help from Russia.
The current state of U.S.-Russia relations is at a low point. There is a low level of trust between our two countries.
Secretary of State Tillerson met with Vladimir Putin for 2 hours in Moscow. Many suspect the Russians played a direct role in last week's deadly chemical attack in Syria.
I think it's certainly possible. I think it's probably unlikely.
The challenge is to bring Russia back into the international order and to change its attitude, particularly as it relates to Syria.
That attitude was on display at the United Nations, where Russia vetoed a measure condemning Syria for using chemical weapons. But much to the president's delight, China abstained instead of voting no.
I think it's wonderful that they abstained. As you know, very few people expected that.
Even as relations with Russia chill, the president feels he's made progress with China, a country he relentlessly criticized during the campaign.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country, and that's what they're doing.
But after his two-day summit with Chinese President Xi, Mr. Trump clearly is hoping China will chill the nuclear ambitions of its ally, North Korea.
I was very impressed with President Xi, and I think he means well, and I think he wants to help. We'll see whether or not he does.
President Trump and President Xi spoke on the phone last night. There's some concern because North Korea is celebrating the birthday of its founder on Saturday, and that's a holiday often marked by weapons testing and rocket launches. Live in the newsroom, Tony Aiello, TV 1055.
Tony, thank you. Now to a developing story.